In your 40s, have hooded eyes and struggle with eyeshadow, this one's for you. I know how frustrating it can be when your eyeshadow disappears the second you open your eyes. So let me show you the exact technique that actually works for hooded eyes. First things first, brows. I'm filling in my brows using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. Brow products really depend on your natural brow shape, but I like to keep mine soft and natural, just filling in the sparse areas and nothing extra. To lock everything in place, I'm going in with Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze. When I tell you this is basically glue for your brows, I'm not exaggerating. I have curly brow hairs and I love strong hold. So if you want your brows to stay put all day, this is that girl. Now listen, if you have hooded eyes, this next step is a non-negotiable. Carving out the brows. I'm using a concealer and a flat brush, getting as close to the brow as possible to clean them up. This instantly makes the brow looks more lifted and snatched. I use the same concealer to prep my eyelids. Some people like a tacky base for eyeshadow, but personally, I prefer setting my lids. I'm using a Maybelline pressed powder and pressing it onto the lids with a powder puff. This helps everything blend smoothly and prevents creasing. Now for eyeshadow, and girl, this palette is a lead. I'm using my go-to Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette. It has the perfect warm tones for everyday makeup and smoky eyes. With a small fluffy brush, I'm taking the first brown shade and applying it into my crease and toward the outer corner. Here's the key for hooded eyes. As you blend, slowly bring the shadow upward toward the brow bone. You want your eyeshadow to be visible when your eyes are open. Using the same brush, I'm picking up a slightly deeper brown and focusing it on the outer V, really creating a crease because hooded eye girls know we don't naturally have one. I dip it into the shade a few times and take my time blending. Here's a pro tip, always go from the lighter to darker shades. That's how you get that seamless professional blend. Next, I'm taking the darkest brown in the palette to further deepen the crease. And yes, it might look a little wild right now, or trust the process. Blending is everything if you want that pro level eyeshadow look. For the lid, I'm picking up the shimmer shade with my finger and pressing it onto the lid. Natasha Denona shimmers are unreal. The camera doesn't do this justice, but in person, it's stunning. To define the eyes, I'm tightlining my upper lash line with a Makeup Forever black pencil, followed by generous coats of L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara, one of my favorite drugstore mascaras ever. You definitely don't need lashes, but I'm adding self-adhesive lash clusters for extra drama, and I'll be right back. To get that sharp lifted effect without doing a wing, just grab a makeup wipe and clean up the outer edge of the eyes. Instant lift. For the lower lash line, I'm applying the same Makeup Forever black pencil to the waterline. Then with a small brush, I'm taking the same brown shade we used in the crease and smudging it along the lower lash line. This softens the black and helps prevent it from bleeding. Finish with mascara on the lower lashes, and that's it. I hope this helps you embrace your hooded eyes because it's not about the eye shape, it's all about technique.